let's see, the square root of 864, and that's 4K. Gee, I wonder if I could EQ that organ any better. Well, according to my equations here... Oh, why Marie? What are you doing here? You startled me. Well, since you decided to come here, I'd like to show you my chicken. It's a chicken with a lollipop stuck down its throat, and it's wrapped in plastic to make it even more perverse. Okay, so that's how I would start it. All right. Well, the kind of music I play now is Jamaican music played by people from New York.
Married girl, don't you wanna smoke a little marijuana? Just to tell me that the dream and figure out what you're gonna do. Oh, married girl, ain't you worried? If our love is kind of hurry, that you'll be left wanting more.
And when me and Marcus talk about the kind of music we play, we try and equate it to like the way the British invasion took American blues and stuff.
What? Apparently I can't make fun of Dave and play at the same time.
And demented it and played it wrong, and all of a sudden it became a new thing. So we hope that like we're screwing it up ever so slightly, so that in like 30 years people will go, oh wow, that was like that was their thing.
Yo, I like your sailor attire. It's very...
Yeah, actually.
Yo, give it up for Victor and his sailor attire.
For the occasion. Just hang out a second, man.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, shit.
See, just for the occasion, I brought myself a little outfit.
I didn't know. You be getting in the barrel now, huh? Yo, let's give it up for Glenn Pine, yo.
Back in 1991 or so, me and Sarah broke up, and she was the focus of my life for the 5 years that preceded that or so. And so like after that I was like, well, what else am I gonna do, you know? Now I got free time to play music. Because she never let me play, really. Like, not let me play, but she never encouraged me to be like in a band, you know? That's true, that's true. Okay. After Sarah and me split up, well, then I had a lot of free time, and then I had a lot of things to get out, and a lot of material to write about, you know? Because a lot of things pop into your head when you break up with a girl that you're like, you know, madly in love with for like many years, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, hey, who knew? Who knew? I could never write a love song before that. And then all of a sudden, all these heartbroken songs, all these songs about when I first met her, all this crazy stuff. Yeah. So then that was cool, and I was like, oh, I got material, I got free time, I got friends of mine that I'm already playing with. Now I got time. Now we can do this. And that was the beginning of the band known as the Slackers.
The holidays leave me with every noise, and so I turned my head and walked away. You said I never had to have a reason, just for feeling all the feelings that I do. Summer days leave me with empty sneezes. Drunk it was the day that I found you. Sarah, Sarah, girl, you know I love you, and I love you for the rest of my life. Sarah, Sarah, I'm always thinking of you.
like background do you have? Is your family musical, or you know?
I'm discovering my family is musical. They lied to me for years and tried to say, Vic, where did you get this interest in music from? You know, except for my mother. My mother was always very interested in music and played guitar and made us listen to a lot of great music, right? But my dad, I found out recently, played trombone in high school band for 4 years, mind you. 4 years he played trombone. Never told us. Never told me until Thanksgiving. And I found that he even played at night in a band that played gigs, playing like swing music and stuff, big band music. He played in a horn section where they had like 8 horns in the band. My dad.
And then a stop. 1, 2, 1, when I swear I can live forever. Everything you say, don't you stay with me forever. And then you cry, no I never shed a tear. And then you cry, tell me stay away from here.
Too fast. I started too fast. Sorry. You can't have a ballad like that. Ballad's got to be slow.
You're setting the tempo.
I know. My dad told me that, though. Ballad's got to be slow. Who else told us that? Ballads are slow, like slower than slow. Of all people, my father told me that. Strange, right?
Who?
My father told me
So has your dad been supportive of your career?
He's tried to discourage me at every turn, but with the best intentions, you know, in mind. Because he knows that musicians are hobos, and that they tend to have bad habits and stuff.
Is it true?
It's entirely untrue, because he doesn't realize that, like, if I was living a life that was supposedly straight or something, that I would need a drug habit to keep myself sane. But because I play music, I don't need anything else. And even though I'm exposed to a lot of stuff that people think is like weird, and maybe I'm exposed to like what people consider the underground, I know a lot more sane people than people above ground. Do you know what I mean? The above ground people, now they're the crazy people, because they're spending every day sublimating all their urges. And they go out at night and do strange things that nobody ever knows about. Only sometimes you find out that they're so weird, they're so strange. And they're the strangest people you ever want to come into contact with. But, and they'll look at us and they'll say, look at those weirdos, you know? But we don't sublimate our desires constantly. It's not like a habit you get into, you know? Everybody has to do a little bit. But I mean, yeah, so my father, he would worry that this life is unhealthy or something, but I would be a lot more unhealthy if I was working an office job or something. You know? He was a cop. That's not a normal life. You know what I mean? Not everybody was happy that he became a cop. His mother wasn't happy that he became a cop. His wife wasn't happy. Nobody was happy. Everybody was like, you're going to get shot. What, are you crazy? You're going to get shot, you're going to get killed, you got to work all these crazy hours, you got to hang around with scumbags, you got to do everything. I mean, that's a good life. I mean, sure, you get a pension. That's about the only better thing. He gets a pension. He gets pension, he had sick days, you know, as many as he wanted, and he had health coverage. So 3 things better than being a musician. That's it. Pretty big things, but not really that big.
This is gonna be just like a Stones song, man. No, I'll be free of the pussy. Pussy's afraid of me. Yeah. Come along, better born 9 to 5.
Yeah, I would say like anybody, like take it seriously. Take whatever you do seriously. And my father is afraid, or was afraid, that I wasn't, like, that I was saying, oh, I'm going to play music, I'm going to be in a band, and that was just going to be a cover-up for me not making a choice about something and taking something seriously. You know, like the way people's, like, you know, a lot of people would do something like that. Oh, I'm going to do this. Well, I'm not getting a job because I'm in a band. But the band isn't gigging, the band isn't doing anything. You know, you're not taking anything serious or like learning anything because it's not structured, you know? But like, I would say to anyone, just, you know, especially whatever you want to do, you should take it seriously, you know? Especially if it's something non-artistic, you know? Find something beautiful in it. You know, if you're gonna make widgets, you know, or sell insurance, or like fix cars, or something that is seemingly mundane, you know, that you should love it, because otherwise you're gonna go insane, you know, because it's got to be worth something, you know. You got to love something, you know. Like they tell you to go to school for something you're interested in. That's true, you know. Don't go to school for something that you think you should go study, you know. Don't get a job that you think you should get, you know, or live a life you think you should live, you know. Go out with a girl you think you should go out with, because everybody tells you she's the girl to go out with, you know. Like that. That's what I say. That's what I would say. That's what I say.